Hello and welcome to another Mr. Mack-Poole podcast, and this time we're looking at exam-style questions and interpretations. So as you can see, you've got two interpretations here. What you have to do as an exam-style skill is read them and read them carefully, and what you need to look at is the main difference, the main divergence, the main difference in their interpretations of history. As you can see, study interpretations 2 and 3, they give different views and attitudes about towards women in the Weimar Germany from 1924 to 1929. What is the main difference between these views? Explain your answer using details from both interpretations. When they say details, they mean use quotes. Now, I've put this in a little meanie face, and the reason I've done this is because you do this in English all the time. You're absolutely used to using quotes. So this is a skill which you've already got for free, and now you just need to use it in a different subject. So I think that's a really nice bit of crossover there. Now, as you can see, one interpretation is stating that women basically had a brand new role in Germany, and another interpretation here is stating that this was short-lived and mainly confined to cosmopolitan, i.e., cities, cosmopolitan areas, cities. So they've got a divergent opinion there. And all you'd have to do is integrate a quote from this piece and a quote from this piece and explain your answer. So in fact, so look, this is the mark scheme here. The interpretations are analysed and a key difference of view is identified and supported from them. So when it says supported, we are expecting quotes. So I've got a little example which I've written here already. So I'm a bit like Blue Peter. This is one I made earlier. So Rudolf Graffin, the author of Interpretation 2, states that women had fundamentally changed environment Germany. In fact, he states a new generation that differed fundamentally from their mothers. However, John Eric, the author of Interpretation 3, has a different view. He thinks that whilst women in cities were progressive, women in rural areas were not. The vast majority of women in Germany who lived in the countryside were far more conservative in their outlook. In fact, you could have even written that they would have seen the women in the cities as nicht Deutsche. Okay, that would have been a really good thing because I'm always talking about that, aren't I? So, as you can see, let's just sum up, shall we? Let's summarize what you need to do. So, it's not enough just to find differences between the interpretations. The key is to decide how the view of one interpretation is different from the other and to use details in each interpretation to illustrate how the views differ. So, decide how the interpretations of history differ, and then use details, use quotes. So it's a 4-marker. You can really pick up some nice marks from this one. So I think this is really up to you guys to just use those skills which you've got in English before, and that's a secure 4 marks for you all. And without further ado, I think that I'm going to end this now.